Hi, this is Nicole Martinez making a video for my graduate studies class at Grand Canyon University, Intro to Graduate Studies. I think it's UNV 501. So first thing I'd like to do is tell you a little bit about my experience. I started off working in Grand Prairie, Texas as an Algebra 1 teacher my first year. After 3 years in, I got my special ed certification, and over this time I've taught Algebra 1, Algebra 2, geometry, math models. I usually work with the special education students the most during the day. I have a 10-year-old daughter and I'm married. I have my full-time job, and now I have my master's degree program going too, so I'm a busy person. My purpose is that all of my students will become college and career ready. I want every single one of them, regardless of any disabilities that they have, to have a successful and happy life. So that's what I'm looking forward to for them. So I want to first talk about what dispositions I possess that I think is beneficial for my students. I like to model good behavior for my students and be sure that I'm dressing in a professional manner as much as possible. Our school does Professional Dress Wednesdays, where we model professional dress, like what the students would wear to an interview, let's say. And it's working out good because as we're dressing up, some kids just come in an all-out suit that day because they are trying to look great. And I just really think the Professional Dress Wednesdays is influencing the kids. So another disposition that I possess that is beneficial is I'm open to learning new things. I am open to new ideas as they discover more about students and how they learn, how children learn. I'm willing to try things that are different. I could set up my classes differently, and I'm open to learning new technology, and I'm pretty good working with technology as well, so that's pretty useful. Something that is a good disposition to have is also to get to know your students' culture, their family, their background. That way that you have that relationship, you capture their heart, then you can capture their mind. And I am going to a Capturing Kids' Hearts training this year, so I know a lot about that. But if they don't trust you, they're not going to learn from you. So that's the first thing that you have to do in the first 6 weeks of school, is to build up the relationship that you get with your student. Now I want to talk about dispositions that I need to work on. The main one that I need to work on is getting more involved in the community. Maybe doing a after-school activity. I do get involved in anime club at our school. I want to do more extracurriculars and maybe do some volunteer work. I volunteered here at the food bank in Tarrant County a few times, but I would like to do more for my community. Now I'm going to talk about what a professional disposition looks like and where I got my ideas about what a professional educator looks like. So a professional educator always models good behavior. They want to speak in a professional manner. They're not going to lose their temper. They're not going to let their personal problems interfere with their work. Where I saw this the most and I learned the most was probably from my high school teachers. I had one of my favorite teachers in high school was my science teacher, and I got to watch him, my sophomore year I was in his class, and then my junior year came up and he was a principal. So I was really happy to see that he was actually making progress in his career because he needed to be appreciated for the good teacher that he is. So that's a very good thing. I also look up to the educators at my school that have been there longer than me. Maybe someone with a lot more experience, especially somebody in the math department that I could look to. I look at the way that they behave and how successful they've been. I look at my administrators as well because they always exemplify professional behavior at work. So that's going to wrap up my video about dispositions. Thank you for watching, and go Lopes!